Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make this easy paper FLEXAGON infinity toy. It's very fun to play with and you'll never stop playing with it. So the things you will need is a piece of paper. See, you can take any piece of paper, even an A4, not a square though, it doesn't work. I've tried, believe me. Okay? So I have a long piece of paper, a scale, and a pencil. Some tape you'll definitely need. I'll tell you that afterwards. So the first thing you will do is fold this piece of paper in half from the top to bottom. Make sure it has a nice strong crease. See, I use a scale to crease it. Now open it back up. You know the airplane fold? So you fold it down like that. So fold it down. Do a nice strong crease. Do the same thing with the other side. What I would recommend doing is cut that part. Now I'm just cutting. So now don't worry about these folds, okay? I just took my previous paper. Okay? See, it's the same thing. So I'll just fold those down again. Now open them back up. Fold it halfway, lengthwise, like that. Now make a nice strong crease. I'll now open it up. Fold it into the middle, both the sides, as so. Now fold both the sides into the middle. You can see that there's a small little crease right there. So you have to fold both the sides to that part. As so. So I'm just using my scale to crease it down. You need it nice and strong. So now we're going to subdivide this. So we're folding the other side into the crease which we just now made. Now make a nice strong crease. So it looks like there are two squares. There. And now fold that side, the left side, all the way to the farthest crease on the right. So right now, if you're doing the left side, I will fold it the same way. Now I'll just make a nice strong crease. Now do the same thing with the other side. But instead of folding it to the farthest crease, you have to fold it to the second farthest. See, it looks like a small square. Now crease it nice and strong. Now unfold all of them. I'll just crease it again. Now fold it back half again. We need that nice half crease. So now we're going to, as you can see that there are small little squares. So between two squares, we're going to draw a diagonal line from the top right corner to the bottom left. All the top left corner to the bottom right. So I'll I'll just use the scale for this. Some people I've seen doing it free-handed. So you do the top left corner to the bottom right corner. Not the first square, but the second one. As you can see, I drew from 2 squares down. That's first square and that's the second square. So do the same thing with the other side. Draw from the first 2 squares, but then draw the same thing on the next 2 squares, which go from the left side to the right side. So we do the same thing, but when it stops, where it stops, you can continue to draw. So we'll just draw. I took the wrong side. See, so now I just drew from the first 2 squares. Okay, you can just stop from there, and then I continue to draw from that end of the last square and continue. So you can keep doing that all the way throughout the whole thing. So I'm doing the same thing. It looks like there's a small little triangle there. So I just follow the triangle and there's another square down. So I go another square down and draw from that square. Same thing. As you can see. So now you can do it throughout the whole thing, and then you'll do the same thing with the other side. See, there's a smaller triangle, and then there's another square, and from the next square I start drawing. That's a nice little tip for you. So you can do that, or you can just continue drawing. This part might be a little confusing. So you have to be very precise with all this. And another line. So now I finished one side. I'm going to do the other side. So let me just adjust the camera so you can see properly how I'm going to do the other side. So now we'll just start drawing the other side. So you'll see that when you're drawing, you have to be very precise, or else you won't see this thing. So when you're finished drawing the other side, you'll see some diamond shapes. So let me just finish drawing, then I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so now you can see that diamond shapes. So if you're very precise, it will be nice and even. But if you don't do it precisely, it'll look like very uneven shapes. So now I'm just folding along all these lines with my scale. So it's very easy to do that. So now, after we finished, okay, I should have told you before, these intersection points are very important, okay? You should know this, okay? We are making this. So now we fold them into the middle, both the sides. Okay? Now we have to see which is smaller, which side is smaller than the other. We have to actually fit this inside. So I found my smaller side, so I'm just fitting that inside. So when you're starting, it'll be a little hard. So I'm just taking it out and pushing it in. Okay, so now there are creases everywhere, so we just fold them all. Just folding them. This we need. Okay, so now it looks like a hexagon. So now there are two creases which look like an X. Okay, we just push those down. See there's an X and there. So we just push those down inside. Just push them down, and I'll just fold it like that. And then see there's nothing there because there's no X there. So go to the next one and fold them down. See, there's no X there. So I'll go to the next and fold it down. That's the last one. Try to avoid the crumpling because we're trying to make this move. Okay, so now the ones which are staying up, we fold them down. See those things, we have to fold them down inside. Okay, so it looks like that. And do the same thing with all the others. So you can see a small diamond shape there. Okay, so now we'll just try and fit them. Try to avoid the crumpling. See, the first time you're doing it won't come out correct. Okay, so now we have to just slowly move it in. Keep doing that. We can just keep going. So now what I did is I taped the edges to avoid ripping. Okay. So if you're doing this for the first time, it might not work. So now we'll keep going. I kept doing that and I taped the edges. See, as you can see. And there'll be a shape like a triangle, and I taped those edges too. So that's my video of the origami FLEXAGON. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.